Hello, St. Peter's and my summer reading explorers friends. Welcome to our 6th week in our summer reading explorer series. Can you believe it? It's already been 6 weeks. That means today's episode is number 11. I don't have enough fingers. 10 and one more. 11. That's incredible. I hope you've been having a lot of fun because I know I have, and I can't wait till you see the adventure I have planned for you today. Wow. My friends are ready, and look what they did. They pulled up a chair. This is my reading chair. They decided while I'm reading to them, they're going to lounge about today. So we have Ralph and Joy with her jar, of course. Daisy and Magic Monkey are all here, and they're even keeping my water over by them in case they get thirsty, I suppose. Make sure you have water today, boys and girls. It is hot. But it is summertime, so that's great. Let's see what we have in our Summer Explorers Adventure Pack today. Here's our book. All right, do you have everyone gathered round? All my friends are here. Let's get ready for our story. Let's turn up our ears so we're ready to listen. Turn off our mouths so we don't make a sound. Put your hands quietly in your lap. Take a nice big deep breath. And now we're ready for our story. Our story today was chosen for you by my mom. She loves this book. It makes her laugh out loud. So maybe it'll make you laugh out loud too. The story is called Mrs. Wow Never Wanted a Cow. Our author is Martha Freeman, and it's illustrated by Stephen Salerno. It's kind of funny looking pictures, isn't it? Let's see about this Mrs. Wow. One day, Mrs. Wow was out mowing her grass. There stood a cow. Mrs. Wow tried to shoo the cow, but the cow did not shoo. Mrs. Wow never wanted a cow. Looks like a friendly cow. Mrs. Wow had a cat named Meow. Meow's chore was to catch mice, but she loved to sleep. Not doing her chores, eh? Mrs. Wow also had a lazy dog named Bow Wow. Bow Wow's chore was to guard the house, but he loved to eat. Not much of a guard dog if he's always eating. When Meow and Bow Wow saw the big strong cow, they got an idea. They would show her how to do their chores. Then they could sleep and eat all day. What a great idea. Meow and Bow Wow begged Mrs. Wow to let the cow stay. Mrs. Wow never wanted a cow, but she loved her lazy, crazy pets. "We will keep the cow," she said, "for now." Meow showed the cow how to catch a mouse. She swished her tail. She wiggled her rump. Then, pounce! She got the mouse. Now it was the cow's turn. The cow swished her tail. The cow did not wiggle her rump. The cow walked up to the mouse and... Do you think she's going to catch it? Zip! The mouse ran away. Meow shook her head. "The cow is useless," she said. When the mailman came, Bow Wow showed the cow how to guard the house. He bared his teeth. He growled, grrr, and he barked. Roof, roof, roof. The mailman hid behind a bush. Now it was the cow's turn. You think that cow's going to be good at guarding the house? The cow blinked her eyes. The cow chewed some grass. The cow said, "Moo." The mailman did not hide. He gave the cow a friendly pat on the rump. Bow Wow shook his head. "This cow is useless," he said. "Boo-hoo-hoo!" cried Meow and Bow Wow. Mrs. Wow stopped mowing the grass. "What is the matter?" she asked. Meow told Mrs. Wow about the mouse. Bow Wow told Mrs. Wow about the mailman. "The cow is useless," they said. "We will have to do our own chores." Heaven forbid you have to do your own chores. Mrs. Wow laughed at her lazy, crazy pets. "Don't you know a cow can only do 2 things?" said Mrs. Wow. "Cows eat grass and give milk." That sounds about right. Mrs. Wow got an idea. "This cow is useful," she said. She gave the cow a friendly pat on the rump. Oh, Mrs. Wow. What do you think she's going to do with that cow? Look at that. Now Mrs. Wow has 2 new chores. She milks the cow. She makes ice cream from the milk. But Mrs. Wow does not mind. Ice cream. Oh, look at that. She never has to mow the grass. Why do you think that is? Right, because the cow is doing it for her as he eats it. And Meow and Bow Wow will do anything for ice cream, even their chores. Ha-ha! Every day, Mrs. Wow gives the cow a friendly pat on the rump. "Come to think of it," she says, "I always did want a cow." Oh, Mrs. Wow. And that's the end. Isn't that just a fun, silly little story? Those dog and the cat were trying to get out of their chores, but what worked? Ice cream, you say? I think that gives me an idea. Do you like ice cream? What's your favorite flavor? My favorite flavor is mint chocolate chip, but I'll eat any kind of ice cream. What is in my pack today? Let's see. What are we going to do? A baggie? Let's see what's inside. We have a measuring cup, 1 cup measuring cup. We have a tablespoon and a half a teaspoon, also for measuring. A smaller bag with a spoon inside for eating. What do you think we're going to do? The most important thing right now are these 2 bags. We need a big gallon-sized bag and a smaller quart-sized bag, okay? If you don't have 2 different size baggies, you could use 2 different size cans or jars, things that seal tightly with lids, maybe some Tupperware that you put your food inside of, some Rubbermaid containers. Guess what? We're gonna make our own ice cream. And it only takes 3 ingredients for this ice cream, okay? So that's why, I don't know if you noticed my cooler over here. Maybe you thought it was to hold all of my water on this very hot day. It is to hold some of our ingredients to make our ice cream. Let's look inside. So, I made some last night, and here's what it looks like. Okay, it's in this baggie, ready to eat. I can't wait. But how do you make it, you ask? I'm gonna show you. First, you need to take the smaller baggie with your teaspoon measuring You're going to take 2 teaspoon scoops of sugar, put it inside your baggie. Then you're going to take your 1/2 teaspoon measuring and put a 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla extract. You use it for baking. Now here's the thing, if you don't have vanilla extract, don't worry. That's just to make it taste like vanilla. You could squirt in chocolate syrup instead if you have chocolate syrup, or you could like smush pieces of banana or blueberries or strawberries, any kind of fruit you have. You can put that in the bag with the sugar. Then you're going to take 1 cup of milk, whatever kind of milk you have at your house. I have 2% milk. You could also use cream if you have it. It will make it a lot creamier. But you're going to put all those in here. So in my baggie here, I have 2 tablespoons of sugar, 1 cup of milk, and a 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla extract. I really like the idea of chocolate syrup if you want to make chocolate ice cream. Then, in your big baggie, you need to fill up the bottom with ice, at least like 20 ice cubes or so. And then you're going to dump in salt right in here with the ice. It can be any kind of salt that you have. If you have a coarse salt that has big, thick grain, or thick, crystals of salt, put it in there. If you just have table salt, dump it in there. I just use regular old table salt. That actually makes the ice get a little bit colder to make this chemical reaction better. So you're going to seal up this bag. It's sealed so tight, so tightly, nothing's going to get out. I took as much air out of it as I could. I'm going to put it in with the ice. And again, I'm going to take out as much air as I can, squeeze it down, and make sure you seal it up nice and tight. We don't want anything escaping, okay? Sealed up tight. Then you just start rolling it around. This is probably loud. Ready? It's a hot day. It's actually something really cool that you can do to cool you off on a hot day with all the ice in here. When I made some ice cream last night, I had to use a towel because my hands were getting cold. But right now it feels really good because it's hot outside. It might cause some drips on you because of condensation. You can take turns if you get tired of squinching it. It's going to take about 5 minutes. You're going to keep squishing it all around. You can roll it. That's kind of fun. If you want a towel so you don't get dripped on, you can have a towel. I don't have a towel today. I'm just going with it because I am outside and it's hot and this feels good. Keep rolling it around. I know it's loud. It makes an amazing reaction. What's happening is the ice, the colder ice with the salt is freezing the milk, right? The sugar's there just to make it a little bit sweeter because we all know ice cream is sweet. And the vanilla extract is just there for flavor. So if you wanted peach ice cream, you could put in some real peaches. If you have different flavor extracts in your house like almond, you could try that. It'd be something new. You can put in anything you want. Now this makes obviously 1 cup of ice cream because that's how much you put in. So if you have more people, you're either going to have to take little spoonfuls or you might need to do this a couple times to share. Right? You keep working it around. Now my hands are getting a little bit cold, I have to say. Roll it around. I can feel it. It's starting to get a little bit stiffer. It's not quite as liquidy as it was in the beginning. It's starting to turn into ice cream. I can hardly wait because I want to taste it. What do you think? This is a great thing to do outside. Then you pass it to the next person and they can shake it up a little bit, decide how they want to do it. Maybe you can toss it back and forth, right? If you have a couple people in your yard, you could toss it back and forth, but be careful because it is ice and it will hurt you. Just light tosses. You just want to make sure you keep it moving because that keeps it stirring up so it gets nice and thick. We're almost there. I can feel it. See the water shaking off? Pretty soon I'll be covered in water. I'll be so cool I could stay out here all day. You can do this inside, outside, wherever you'd like. How are you doing? It's getting there. Ice is melting fast outside. This is also something if you wanted. I'm going to roll it on the ground for a minute while I talk to you. This is also something if you wanted to do it inside. If you get too hot outside today, you could do it inside. I recommend at least measuring your ingredients inside, because I did not want to bring out my whole jug of milk outside because it'll get bad pretty quickly in this heat, right? But you can bring it outside to mix it up with your ice. It's getting really close. Right now I'm just rolling it back and forth on the ground. Like if I had a rolling pin like this, that's what I'm doing on the ground. You can't see it, sorry. Maybe you could see it like this, but it'll be too loud. It's even louder, right? Just roll it along back and forth. Let's see how it's doing. We're almost there. It's getting close. All right. We're going to open it up. I don't think it's quite there yet, but you could keep going at home. Let's see how it looks. Yeah, it's not quite there. I need to roll it around a little bit more, which is why I brought this one out. And this I did the same way in my ice. You open it up, and you have ice cream inside. Let's see if you can see it. What do you know? See how nice and thick that is? You just get your spoon. You could put some other chocolate sauce or berries in there. So good. Now, depending on what kind of milk you have, the texture could be a little bit different than what you would get at the grocery store. If you have cream or half and half, if your parents put half and half in their coffee, you can add that to your milk, right? Half coffee or half cream and half milk. Or you could do all cream and that would be really rich. Doesn't that look awesome? And you could top it off with some sprinkles. Doesn't that sound delicious? What do you think? We just made ice cream. Isn't that incredible? I know it's probably loud as we were making it and mixing it, but sometimes adventures get loud, right? I think that's a perfect thing to do on this hot, hot day because it cools you off. My hands are cool from the ice. And it's something you can do together. You can take turns mixing it up, roll it back and forth. Sometimes, when I was a kid, we would put it in a larger can, so it was round, and put the ice cream ingredients in a smaller can, pack the ice around the can, and close it up, and then you could roll the can back and forth until it got all thick enough to be ice cream. Try it. See how it goes. Let me know. What kind of ice cream would you make? What's your favorite kind? Throw in some bananas? I had some bananas in my ice cream last night. Blueberries, strawberries, peaches are so fresh and ripe. Whatever you have at home, you can add. Sometimes I even put Rice Krispies in my ice cream. And guess what? It just tastes like sweeter cereal than when you have your cereal with milk in the morning. So you can put cereal in it. Experiment. Chocolate chips. Oh my gosh, I can think of so many things. So you don't have to have the same things that I do to make a fabulous, delicious, tasty treat. And after that, you're going to be feeling so good from eating your ice cream and making your own ice cream that you are going to be ready to spread some joy, don't you think? So let's find out how we can spread some joy today. What do you say, Joy? Are you ready? Oh yeah, here we go. Let's shake it up, shake it up. Let's see how we're going to spread some joy today. I'm excited. Joy's got to face the camera. You're being a little bit shy today? All right, let's see what we've got. Let's just see. Oh, I love this one. I love it so much. Here we go. Tell someone why they're awesome. Tell someone why they're awesome. I think you're awesome for going on these adventures with me and using your mind to be creative and exploring together. So thank you for that. Tell everyone you see today why they're awesome. What do they do for you that's fantastic? Maybe they look awesome today. Maybe they make you feel so loved, you feel awesome. Spread the joy. Tell everyone why they're awesome, right? Everyone needs to be reminded, because sometimes we can get sad or we get a little angry or frustrated, and that's okay because we have those feelings. So if you see someone that means feeling that way, a little bit sad or down, that means they need a little extra love, a little extra joy, and you telling them something awesome about them can remind them and make them feel better. That's a really good superpower to have, right? Making someone smile. Thank you for that, Joy. We have one more bit of business to do because I am not going to forget again. It's time to fill out our Summer Reading Explorers log since we are on our 6th week of adventures. Okay, I have my marker. We made ice cream today, didn't we? So I didn't have a cone. You could put it in a cone. You could put it in a bowl. I'm going to make my ice cream in a cone. I'm going to make a double-decker with some sprinkles on it. And my stamp today for completing this adventure. There it is. All right, should we count? See how far we're up to? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We have had 11 summer reading exploring adventures. Thank you for coming on these exploring adventures with me. The journey has been amazing. I can't wait to show you what we have in store on Thursday. So get out there, stay hydrated. That means drink lots of water, right? If you're playing outside, take lots of breaks in the shade, make some ice cream to cool yourself off, and spread your joy by telling someone they're awesome. All right, boys and girls, I will see you again next time. Keep spreading your joy.